What is SAP Signavio? Who wants to take it?
Yeah, so I can attempt it, and Gerry, feel free to head it. So SAP Signavio is a business transformation suite from SAP. So when we say business transformation suite, business process transformation suite, that does mean many components to it. So it has a component of process mining, which I think most of us are aware of, where mine the process, figure out where the opportunities are. It has a component of the process management, where exactly how you define your process model. And there's a component of measuring the process performance, which is process insight and process discovery. And then there's a component of process governance, and how do you govern that process? Then eventually, as part of continuous improvement, having process intelligence to find the root cause analysis. So if you put everything together, it's a sort of, you can think of it as a transformation journey partner, which not only helps you unearth the opportunities, both from the process performance as well as process model, but it also helps you execute by defining your processes by best practices and certain processes, automating those using process automations. And then eventually, whatever you are executing, be able to measure in real time and see, are those changes giving me the results which I'm aspiring for? And if there are issues, be able to help you in root cause analysis and go to that continuous improvement life cycle. So it's nothing but having your transformation journey partner, which helps you every step along the way, in a simple term.
So I had this crazy analogy, and tell me if this is right. This is like layman's term for everybody out there. So I consider Signavio kind of like a giant net that you would lay down on top of your entire system. May it be JD Edwards, it could be Oracle, ServiceNow, SAP, just you lay the net on top, and then you're able to watch the data all through all of your different systems, and then be able to say, this is the industry best practice. We suggest you're not doing this right. And it's making a problem here. And so maybe it's someone's not learned how to do their job or whatever it is, and then say, we recommend you do this. Or it's saying like, you're not using these systems. Why are you using this? Get rid of that. Or being able to say, you're duplicating yourself on 5 different systems. You don't need to do that. That kind of thing where it's like, or it's saying, you're not expanding your SAP footprint where you can. And this would help you do this and this and this. And so, and it's also a way, I think, that when people retire, grab that information about what they know in their head and watch what they're doing in their job and help kind of like, build out what are the business processes, because you can actually like document them out separately too, can't you? But is that the kind of like, is that layman's term? Is that kind of what it is?
I think that's pretty fair, Kendall. Definitely, yeah. I mean, it is. It's many, if not most of our customers have a kind of a heterogeneous landscape, and so they're using our technology and a mixture of other technologies. And what often is vexing for people is trying to get to ground truth with how their processes operate and interoperate across those different systems, across different geographies, business units, et cetera. And so just securing the data to be able to answer the most basic of questions can be a challenge. Being able to put that data all together to assemble some kind of a coherent story about what's actually happening in the enterprise just makes it even more complex. And being able to do it, we talk about doing this at scale. Being able to do it at scale is important. And what I mean by that is answering the question once is hard. Going back and answering it again and again to see if you've in fact made a change afterwards is really, really difficult. And so, we believe that this is a pretty unique capability and transformation suite to be able to go and do that.
So did you guys like my jeans analogy? I have the best jeans analogy, trends, okay? So I think that, so when I was young, it was really cool to put rhinestones on the back of my jeans, And then all of a sudden, it's not cool anymore. And so the company has to figure out, okay, now no rhinestones on the back of the jeans. And then like 10 years later, they go, hey, we want rhinestones back on the jeans again. It's back in fashion. Well, they're all like, well, how did we do that? What did we do? I mean, if they had actually documented it back then, they would easily be able to do it again, pivot your organization faster based on, different things.
Absolutely, Kendall. I think you are spot on. It's about having best practices, having documentations, and be able to learn from your experience. That is the key. And I think once you, as Gerry pointed out, the scale is becomes so much important when you are talking to a company which is $10 billion of excess revenue. So there's a saying that if you go beyond, if you are a couple of $1 billion company, I think you can always throw bodies and make things work. But once you go that tipping point, right, it becomes increasingly harder to manage your operations environment